Do you believe Nicolandria?
What do you mean by believe Nicolandria?
Did you feel outside pressure from your couple, but either the other islanders?
I wouldn't say it was pressure.
I don't know. We just decided they're obsessed with each other.
Nick was one of Olandria's picks day one. It was definitely Nick asked me like, yo, do you care if I explore Olandria? And I was like, no, like, go ahead.
What's the label?
Definitely like physical attraction there between both of them. Me and Nick spoke about it.
Nicolandria and white podcasters. Let's talk about it. It appears that the resounding question among white podcasters is, do you believe in the legitimacy of Nicolandria? Which necessarily kind of implies that these white podcasters, namely Nick Viall and Chicks in the Office, don't believe in like the adoration or love that undergirds this relationship between Black Olandria and white Nick. These very questions don't really seem to undergird their assessment of, say, Iris and Pepe, or Amaya and Brian, you know? And it makes you wonder, what is it about Nick and Olandria that makes you doubt the legitimacy? It's all conjecture over here. Like, I'm not calling anyone any certain term, and you're certainly not. But for me, it seems like these white podcasters cannot fathom a world in which Nick, a very handsome white guy, would so desire Olandria, an incredibly beautiful, smart, poised, wonderful Black woman, and choose her. That seems to just like riddle their minds. It's so confounding. And so they attribute this relationship to it being fake or forced. And really, I would just attribute it to prejudice and discrimination. And again, I would beg of you, please defund Nick Viall. Let's find somebody else.
Nick being on Chicks in the Office podcast is a little weird to me because the two interviewers, I don't even know their names, were publicly disrespecting and shading Nick and Olandria's relationship the whole entire show. They bring Iris and Pepe, so I don't understand why they decided to interview him when they literally do not like him, and then lying during the interview saying, we voted for you and Olandria as our favorite islander. I thought Iris and Pepe were your fave. And the questions they were asking him were all so skeptical, and like it seemed like they were phrasing it in a way to like they were still like in disbelief that Nick could genuinely like Olandria, and their facial expressions when he was giving the answers back and defending him and Olandria's relationship was just so odd to me. Why are you still like trying to like push this narrative that he doesn't like Olandria? Why do you keep asking questions about Sierra, who's in the past? First of all, that's still a sensitive topic, and I'm sure Nick hasn't even thought about like what he's gonna do with that whole situation anyway. Probably nothing, because he's with Olandria now. And then you keep asking about other islanders and everything but like genuine questions like that are like positive towards Olandria. You know, Nick doesn't play about Olandria, never will, he never has. He answered those stupid questions they were asking literally perfectly, and he always shifted the narrative right back to reality, what it actually was. He debunked all the rumors that they were forced, that they were scamming, that they were moving too fast. Like, oh, I thought you were just with Sierra, but you're not with Olandria. It's all fake. He debunked all of that. They moved at a perfect pace for them, and they're still moving at the perfect pace now. And he even brought up Lil Yachty. Like, he don't play about her.
And you know what? I got beef with that podcast of those two white girls called Chicks something or another. I don't even know what the fuck name it is. But why are they on there talking about, oh, it's forced. You notice it's a certain demographic of people that always say that Nicolandria is forced. It's always the white women. I've said it before. I made a video about it. They do not like the fact that a man that they deem very attractive is not with someone who looks like them. Nick is a white man who is attractive, not just to white women, but other races of women as well. But he is choosing to be with a Black woman, a dark-skinned Black woman at that. And that goes against all of the societal norms that white women live by. They're jealous, plain and simple. Racist and jealous. That's all it comes down to. And they better not try to say some slick shit to Nick either, because you know we'll clock it.
I have been a Nicolandria fan from the jump, but like, do y'all not see how bad this looks, that y'all trying to make it seem like he not really that into her? Like, y'all just are so like dumbfounded. Like, y'all cannot believe that this man is really into this Black woman, like a dark-skinned woman. And like, I don't know, like even just the interviews. And I know Nick, he from Jacksonville and he's very ghetto. So I know that seeing this is probably making him want to protect her more. Like, y'all not doing nothing but pushing him closer to her, because he's like visibly offended. He was on a podcast and they like, do you think that them, you know, people on the outside are pressuring you to be in with Olandria? He like Girl, what the hell? I don't know if y'all noticed, but like y'all gonna really push him into being way more like he's going to worship the ground that lady walks on because he sees how bad y'all treating her. Like, this is so insane. And I hope this opens up everybody's eyes to how dark-skinned women are treated, because I don't understand what the big commotion is. Like, I'm not even hearing none of that about Brian and Amaya. Now, granted, I do personally believe that Brian really does like Amaya, but like, that's so normal. Or Pepe and Iris, like, oh yeah, Pepe has a fetish for white girls with blonde hair, and that's okay, but God forbid Nicholas really like her. Like, what is actually happening? And I pray that they stay together and they take over, because who do y'all think that y'all are?
All these fucking couples, particularly in the top 4, got together within a week or so, but Nicolandria is the only one that is being questioned. From bitches on Viall Files being like, do you believe Nicolandria? And Taylor having to be like, what do you mean, do I believe it? To chicks in the office asking Nick to double, triple, quadruple down, like, okay, but do you really like her? What about Sierra? Do you feel pressured? Like, obviously I thought the questions were good, but like, they didn't feel like they were coming from a genuine place. Considering the fact that they didn't think that the coupling up was real and voted for fucking Iris and Pepe. Bitch, whole time Iris hugged up with TJ Vance, and nobody wants to cover that shit. No one is questioning the validity of their fake ass fucking hookup relationship. All the way up to Lil Yachty questioning the fucking validity of Nick and Alandria's relationship. Also, it's almost like the black girls can't win for losing. You got Time, BuzzFeed, back to the fucking fuck ass Viall Files being like, just dissecting Olandria and Shelly's behavior. And Nick from that fuck ass podcast talking about, I just like love it or hate it. We got to see the full range of emotions with Huda, and like, you know, she was being a real person. And they were talking about how Olandria and Shelly, like, we like everything about Shelly, and Olandria is just so stoic and so beautiful. Like, and it wasn't until she got angry that we saw the real her. But Iris's boring ass, non-confrontational ass gets the cool chill girl edit. You bitches are laced with micro and at this point macro aggressions towards these black women, not believing their connections are real, dissecting and nitpicking their behaviors and putting it under a microscope. It's so fucking tired. And I really hope you fucking clout sharks don't get any clicks off their name any fucking more. Like, if you don't like them, if you don't believe them off of a 6-week, highly edited reality TV show, don't speak up on them. And don't invite them to your fuck ass fucking shows. I just hope these girls protect their peace. I hope that the men that they are with continue to stand 10 toes behind them and their support system, because it's getting very white and racist, and you're lacking awareness. You have internalized anti-blackness that you haven't dealt with, and it's impeding on your journalistic integrity, if I can even call you that. You're a fucking blogger, a fucking podcaster. Fuck out of here, bitch.
So the only thing I want to say about these podcast visits, first of all, I actually love that Nick is going on Chicks in the Office, because he's made it super clear that he's standing on business about Olandria. And I think it's great to go into what is like soft enemy territory. I will say that on the most recent episode of Chicks in the Office, they did say that they were rooting for them, that they loved the way that they spoke about them in their final speeches, that they hoped that they figure it out. But everything that came before... And so my only request of the Chicks in the Office and the Nick Vials of the world is that you interrogate why you think their relationship is forced. Like, why you have so many questions about their relationship specifically. You don't have all these questions about, I don't know, Iris and Pepe. You have no questions about that. Girlie on Chicks in the Office said that she was voting for Iris and Pepe, and I think we all have seen the TMZ article with Iris going straight to TJ. You had no questions. You were comfortable voting for these two people who she was bawling over TJ and then was in bed with Pepe within 24 hours. That you can support. But you can't support two people, you think it's forced, with two people who were openly attracted, who were each other's first kiss, I think, in the villa, who always were looking at each other, like all the little looks, like you couldn't have ducked all of the edits, who have said, like, with words and with actions that they are interested in each other. You can't believe that that's real. Is it really because production planned the thing for them? Because they've never done that before. Ever. They've never put two people together. It's never happened in any edition of Love Island. it can't. If you're really, really honest with yourselves, I feel like there's an easier answer for why you have such difficulty believing that Nick and Olandria are interested in each other. I just want y'all to interrogate why you have so many questions about their relationship specifically, and not any other relationship that came together at the end. Except probably Huda and Chris. That's all I want to know. That's all I want you to think about. Sorry, I just wanted to add this in. Is it because they didn't have sex? Is it because they didn't have sex in the villa like everybody else did? Did you notice who else didn't have sex in the villa?